Hello, everyone. How's it going? I'll get the music running in a sec. Been a bit late. Hello. I still haven't looked into it if I can deactivate that number one fan thingy. As you can see today, we're back to the old model. Because I don't like how the face tracking kinda fails when I look at my tablet. Since we're gonna draw today, that would be bad. So sadly, I'm not that responsive, but hey, what you gonna do? Oh wait, I have to sync the files from my mobile tablet. How have you all been? Okay, now I need to upgrade the file. I had my last university courses for the semester today, and I am happy that I will have more time. In theory. I still have to write essays and stuff. Okay, now I just have to wait for the file to update. Ah! Is it updated yet? Oh, I think it updated. Yep. Okay. So as you see, I started both chibis already. But then I noticed that my hand was giving up and I had to stop. What you see here is lead from Dungeon Meshi, aka Delicious in Dungeon, aka one of my favorite mangas. I am part of a Delicious in Dungeon themed stamp rally bingo thingy on Krönchenkon in Siegen. And I'm going to finish this chibi for a sticker. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna produce Tato charms because I want them. I want her. But yeah, today we're gonna focus on Lead because I have to finish her so she's ready for the convention. Because probably this year, if I don't get into cons late this year, you'll have to buy the charms next year. Or maybe for my shop, I am reworking. I am moving away from Ko-fi because I wasn't satisfied with how it works. Instead, I am doing a new online shop. And maybe you can buy some stuff there. Could make the look down position in a position where you look normal. I mean, it would not look so good when you look up. Yeah, no, the thing is, the thing is not the position it takes when I look down. The problem is when my eyes move down to look at the tablet, it thinks my eyes are closed. So I cannot fix that parameter. Because the parameter is eyes closed. And I cannot change the eyes closed parameter. Because I want the model to usually close the eyes. That's purely a tracking issue. Because I don't have any fancy tracking software. Probably if I would use an iPhone and use the Apple tracking software, I wouldn't have these problems. At least that's what I think, because I've seen plenty of VTubers drawing. But you see, this is working as well. And I should get a reference pick up there. I've been kinda busy today. Dizzy today. I think that's because of the weather, so probably it's going to be a short stream. Lead Dungeon Meshi. But you know, it's fine. I'm gonna use the model eventually for other streams and stuff. I'm not a fan, and I think that's why I stopped. These over here look a bit messy. So let's redo those. But yay, more free time incoming soon. My goal is that I'll post the Dokumi vlog next week, definitely. Maybe this week, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that. I really want to buy a new vlogging camera. I wish I knew I'd want that camera last year, then I wouldn't have bought an expensive phone to vlog with. But I found a new thing I like to try for vlogging, but it costs money because while most of my hobbies are not that expensive, I mean, the most expensive thing I do... I'd say inherently collecting manga is expensive. I don't want to know how much money sits on this shelf. Like, initially spend money. Hey! But the thing with all my hobbies is that they don't really have running costs, except for maybe electricity. And you can be really cheap with it. But you can also spend a lot of money. Like with drawing, I could just work with a very cheap drawing tablet. But I don't wanna. I could use very cheap cameras to like vlog and stuff. But I don't wanna. I want quality. And I really like, it's the Osmo Pocket Creative 3, something along those lines. and it's like a gimbal, but it has a camera, and then you can get the DJI mic with it, and then you have like a very minimalistic vlogging setup. Because the thing is, I don't want to have complicated cameras and microphone setup for conventions, because I just want to take the thing out and just record. I bought myself another gimbal that I can use with my phone. But it's not really what I wanted after all. It is kind of fancy, but I think I'm gonna sell it to invest into that other thingy. And yeah, it's like 90% of the time I don't have to spend any money on stuff. Until I find something like that then will cost me... A small fortune is a bit too much. Like, I could spend way more. Like, if I would go out on camera setup, I could spend way more money than the Osmo Pocket 3. But yeah. And it's like completely optional. I don't need to spend the money. No. I will not get an iPhone. Also, I don't believe like my phone has a very good camera. The problem I have with phones as cameras is that like the quality of I have a Sony Xperia. It has a really good quality. I have a few problems. When you use a phone, you don't have a monitor. If you go into selfie vlogging mode, you either have to compromise on camera quality by using the selfie camera, which usually has worse resolution, and less options. That's like one thing. The other thing is you still need to like... Damn, a rare Sony user. Yeah, I'm very like, not sponsored and all that stuff, right? I'm really happy with the Sony because it has, I think, one of the best cameras and camera apps. That's like the next thing. It has to also have a good app. And I don't really like... I know that using an iPhone is okay if you use the Blackmagic camera. Because then you get all the options you don't get with the normal camera app from iPhone. But it has like a good camera app. It still has a jack to get headphones in, which is very, very nice. And also, I have a very flexible slot for an SD card. I don't have to, like, disassemble the phone to get the SD card out. I just have... Yeah, the SD card slot is, like, the main thing, because I have an iPhone for work, and I hate everything about it. So I spent a lot of money on this phone, and I really like vlogging with it when I can use the main camera. But for any vlogging where I have to film my face, I get annoyed with it a lot. Even if I'm like in my room and I like record for Patreon vlog, I have to either go for convenience and use the selfie camera, which is fine. But you know, it's not the quality I could have, which is annoying me. Or I use the main camera, but then I have to put up a mirror or something to have a monitor so I can check that the camera is still rolling, that I'm correctly inside the frame and stuff like that. And also, it is indeed inconvenient if your phone is also your recording device, because it can happen that you need to check your email, your messengers, or any other stuff doing the vlogging, or you get a call during the vlogging. And if I had an extra device to do that, I don't get interrupted. Also, which also happened, I have an extra phone for my booth, because it's basically the... how's it called in English? Kassiersystem. It's the cache system. Like I have a sum up, and the app for the sum up is on that phone. But because that phone is an old phone of mine, it doesn't have its own phone card and it cannot connect to the internet on its own. So it usually is dependent on a hotspot. And there have been times where I either forgot the phone or where the phone needed the hotspot, and I cannot take my phone with me because it is needed to be at my booth. That doesn't happen if your camera is a separate object. It's still good that I have this phone because it's the first phone that I had since years that I'm really satisfied with. Because headphone jack, SD card slot, good camera, it has everything I want from a good phone. Big fan of everything it has to offer. And also it is good for like taking pictures. So taking pictures of products for Instagram and for like quick social media videos, I think it's the best I can have. But I could also have the Osmo Pocket 3. I don't have that often that I like set aside on a device as like a toy. It happens from time to time. I have a few. Like, I know what drawing tablet I would get if mine broke down and I had to get a new one. I would know what to buy. But I don't really have a I wanna buy toy mindset. I don't really have that impulse in me. I'm not an, I wish I was happy with my phone. Yeah, I know that feeling. But usually I'm not like an impulse buyer. I don't see thing and I wanna buy a thing now. The problem is with everything content or video related, imagining having the Osmo on me when visiting the Konichi this year. I'm there as a visitor, so I'm actually gonna vlog proper and not just from my booth and stuff. I really would like to have the Osmo. I really would like to have the neat little combo. There's so many. Now I'm not drawing. I'm just talking. I'm just yapping now. The thing is it's a gimbal, so it is the footage is stabilized, which is something that I really love. It has some really neat features, like you can just rotate the screen and it changes the ratio of the video. So if you do social media or for YouTube, you can just very conveniently quickly switch between the formats. It is from the same company as my lavalier microphones, the DJIs that I use. And if you get it in the creator combo, you get the second version of that microphone that I already have, that I already love. I love the microphones. And it just automatically connects, so I don't have to put a receiver on the camera. So it's basically, I put on the microphone, I get the gimbal out, and I can instantly start vlogging. It doesn't have like the 10 steps I have right now, where I have to get my normal gimbal out, put my phone on there, balance my phone properly out, because otherwise the gimbal is going to overheat. Then I have to put the receiver for the microphone on there, then I have to put the microphone on me, have to check that everything is balanced, everything is connected, everything is turned on. And it's honestly, it's a lot of crying and whining. It is fine as a vlog setup. But the other thing would just be that teeny tiny bit better and convenient. I would really like to have that. Because I had a lot of fun vlogging at Dokumi, even though and that's the other thing, I vlogged and a lot of footage got messed up, and I don't know how. Like, I can only describe it as the video footage is jiggly, so I cannot really use it. It sounds like too good to be true. I hope it works with. I mean, if I would get it and it would suck, I would just send it back. obviously, because it costs a lot of money. So if it disappoints, I just say nah. The first times I saw like commercials for the device, I was really immune to it. I was like, yeah, that sounds nice, but I bet it's just gimmicky. It cannot be that good. But then I heard that a lot of convention vloggers actually use it. And then I did the research, and now I'm kind of obsessed with that thing. And I would say everything that I told you right now is like 60 to 70% correct. And like 30% is just that I want to have that thing because it seems fun to use. And I would like to have fun vlogging. But yeah. Also, you can like put filters on the camera, and they are very small and they attach magnetically, and it has tracking features, so I could put it on somewhere and I wouldn't need... The thing is, my gimbal has also an extra app that has like all the tracking functionality of the gimbal. But I have to open that app, and the app is not as good as my native camera app. And also it's Chinese, and I had to create an account. And I don't like that. And with the other thing, it's just built into the gimbal camera setup. And then I can just be like, okay, you track my face, now I walk around the room or walk around the booth, and it's just... Sorry. I just really would like to own that thing. And I'm probably gonna buy it next month, let's be real. But not with Patreon money and not with, like, money from the business. But with my own money. Even though I shouldn't do that. Because if I buy it for the business, I can, you know, deduct it for taxes. But I feel bad doing that because mainly it's for me. And also I can use it on my actual job. And then I'd have it, like, I would use it in a lot of areas. But that's the trap, because I have been actively vlogging. I'm kinda gaslighting myself into, oh, now you can spend into gadgets again. Is it one so sexy Fujifilm camera that I would really love to own, but no, I wouldn't use it nearly enough, but it's so cool. I understand that. It just feels bad because I'm usually someone who's like, yeah, you don't need fancy stuff. I don't need the best of the best. You can create great art, great movies, and great stuff. That's true. I don't know if I can deduct it for my job. And I pay more taxes, like I don't pay any taxes really for my business, so there's not really a lot of deduction to be made there. I could try. I could see if they... You don't need it, but it's nice to have it. Yeah, that's a thing. It would be something else if I had a lot of money, then I would just buy it. I've been thinking about, that's why I'm actually cleaning my commission backlog right now, because a certain person sent in commission requests, and also because I was thinking about doing some... I deduct my totally not only private laptop for my job. Don't say that. Maybe they are listening in. I've been thinking about offering some more commissions to finance it. Like a lot of people do emergency commissions and stuff, and I'm just like, there's this camera I want to have. You don't have to commission me, but if you want to commission someone anyway, you could commission me. It needs to be smaller. Otherwise it takes up too much space. Yeah, we're all really happy that your laptop is for your job. Only for your job. It shows such big commitment to get a laptop only for the job. Bless you. I think I know how I can spin that into something productive. I'll say, okay, I'll buy the fancy camera, but then my boyfriend will kick my ass if I don't do at least a certain amount of videos this year with it. Everyone wins in that case. I win, I get the camera. You win because you get more videos from me. I don't necessarily see how my boyfriend wins in that scenario. I guess he gets to kick my butt. I mean, when you actually use it for your job, then you've done good. Oh, my head is dizzy. I don't understand. I've been fine the entire day. Maybe because the earth shifted. No, the weather shifted. I would like to offer way more than I'm currently offering as a creative person in general. I would like to stream one more day, but you know, I have university, I have a job, and I have a boyfriend who would really like if I would have some time for him at any point of the day, really. And I have friends who want to spend time with, and I don't really know how I should put... Like, if I see people who stream like 3 times a day, I'm like... How do you live? How? I would like to be able to do that. And the thing is, I could justify doing it. If the streams would, like, be a bit more successful, but I have a feeling they can only be more successful if I stream more. See where this goes, right? And that's the thing with, like, the entire thing. That's with the art business and YouTube as well. I have a feeling that for it to kinda... in any sense justify me doing it more, it would need to be more successful, rewarding, developing, but so that I can have that, I would need to do it more. And this is like a circle where I don't know how I get it. Yeah, it's a paradox, right? I'd have to get it started somewhere. Currently, I am having that conversation with me a lot, where I'm like, okay, can I really do it all at the same time right now? Do I have to like take less university courses? I would wish that cutting back on my day job would be a option, but I need to live. Generally speaking, like I need to eat. Stuff like that. Very boring stuff, but I have to do it. So otherwise, the choice would be clear. I just spend more day doing my creative passions. I mean, for me, it's kind of clear how it will go. Once I finish university, I have like a big chunk of time that gets free, and I don't want to completely fill it with like work or like, you know, day job, serious, real job work. I don't know how to like. I don't want to devalue the work that I creatively do, because that's also work. But you guys know what I mean, right? So I would aim for like a 30-hour week. Aw, no you don't have to. Now I feel like I wind my way to a commission. I have an idea for like 1 and 2 years. Okay. Okay, then it's fine. Then it's fine. And right now the old form is still up. You can still use the old form. I'm gonna do a new one soon because I'm still reworking my new website. But as long as the old form is up, you'll have the old prices and stuff. I really like her design. The Delicious Intention has such great designs, man. Oh, I finally have the art book. It's out in Britain in English, and I instantly pre-ordered it, and it's finally here, and I'm so happy with it. But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't really worked on the manga yet, because I am currently... I was like, okay, I have to do all the things I have to do, like finishing this art piece for the collaboration I'm in, stuff like that. I had to finish a few illustrations. Also I had to do university stuff. I had my presentations immediately after Dokumi. Not immediately. But like I had to start working on them immediately after Dokumi. And I blinked. And it's mid-July now. So the next convention is there. Hopefully I'll be able to now use some of my new free time. Do it, it's great, it's such fun to read that. Big recommendation. The Dungeon Meshi Outbreak is a big recommendation. Because it's just life, man. To come back to my original topic. At least I have newfound appreciation for my life before COVID. When I was able to... Like, I was basically a full-time student. I had a 6-hour part-time job and I lived at my parents'. I appreciate the freedom I got during that time. I now understand. Like, when I was in Japan, I thought, oh, this is very privileged to say, and I'm very sorry if it sounds wrong. But you know, I did not have a lot of money in Japan. Because I did not get any kind of scholarship. And my parents sold a portion of their property. And that was supposed... Like, part of that was supposed to finance my year in Japan. But because bureaucracy, Germany, it took a long time. And basically, I had to kinda wing it with my savings, and my parents did send me money, but it was not like this concrete sum that I would have theoretically had. So I was a poor student in Japan, which I was not in Germany. And I always thought, oh, so this is my privileged experience of having, like, poor student life in a bottle. I was wrong. I am having that. I mean, I'm not poor by any means. Actually, I'm earning quite well for a student job, in my field and stuff like that. But back then, I did not think that I would move out of my parents' house as fast as I did, because I could not foresee that we would have a pandemic, which would then make everything worse. So I moved together with my boyfriend because we wanted to, like, see each other and spend time with each other, and that was possible as a household. And I mean, of course, moving out of my parents' house has upsides. Like being independent. But also it has downsides, like being independent. And now I truly appreciate what luxury it was to just... Like, the thing is, I earned way less money, but I had more money because I only spent it on entertainment and stuff like that, which, as I established previously, is something that I don't do a lot, so I saved a lot of money up with, like, minimal work put in. Now I spend way more time to work, but I have less from the money because I pay rent with it and I save it in case something happens to the cats. And after that, there's not as much left of it as it used to be. Being an adult sucks, man. But again, I don't want to whine. I'm actually quite happy where I am. Just not... I am happy in a certain way. I just wish I could work more on the stuff that I actually care about. I guess that's the note I can end on. Because on, like, conventions like Dokumi and stuff, I recognize that that's work that I really enjoy. When you get your first own apartment, you can finally do what you want and what you don't want. Yeah, that's when I realized, oh, my mom did a lot of chores, huh? Wow, those chores take a lot of time to do. Which I already kind of recognized when I was abroad. But abroad it was still different because I only had a room to take care of. I had like, I shared a room with someone, and that's way less work than having your own apartment and your own pets, stuff like that. Also, next month there's a complete edition of the Deluxe Edition World Guide Adventures Bible. Ooh. On a completely different boat, Rumiko Takahashi's current manga series Ma will finally get an anime. I haven't read it yet, but the trailer looks but yeah, you posted that. I haven't looked into it yet. Well, plenty of people are skeptical because Sunrise does it, and plenty of fans of Inuyasha manga were unhappy. Oh no, I had to sneeze, but I muted myself before I sneezed into the mic. You're welcome. Plenty of fans of Inuyasha manga were unhappy with how they adapted it. So it could be a mixed bag, but we don't know until it happens. The sneezing made me more dizzy. To keep spinning that thought from before. You know you have this thing. Thank you. I've seen it multiple times by now in different, like, execution. Where people are like, when you're a kid, you want to be an adult. Because you want to be independent. And as an adult, you kind of look back and you go like, kids don't know how good they have it. I understand that now completely. Like, of course I have to grow up, get my own apartment, have a job. But I don't want to be the kind of adult who's like, oh, kids have it so good, I want to go back, because while I had it good, I also knew nothing. And I did not have a lot of freedom. I mean, I had more freedom than other kids. This is not a slight against my parents. But you know, theoretically, I could get up and decide to get a new bed for my bedroom, and I have no one who can tell me no, except for my bank account and my boyfriend that I'm living with. So maybe a few people can say no, actually. But yeah, it has all its ups and downsides. I guess the thing I regret the most, and it's not something that I could change, is that I should have finished university faster. But then again, I really like being a university student, so... Like, for me, it was not really a question if I want to do my master's degree. Because I like learning stuff, and I like the perks it gets you. Like, this semester I already learned a lot again. Some things that I should have already known. We are talking about that. This doesn't look right. And I also think it's, like, important for me creatively to get the intellectual input, because I already had new story ideas, world-building ideas, because I learned more about Japan again. And of, like, concepts I could use. So it's really important that I have that input. But I do have my personal goal of not being a university student when I'm 30. Like, before 30, I want to get my degree. That's my personal goal. My apartment has arrived in the 21st century today. I've got a fiber optic which I don't want to use because I don't like the provider, and I also need to stay at home today because of that. That's always annoying. Did they just say like, oh yeah, we're gonna come over today between 8 and 8 p.m. Something along those lines. I hate when they do that. Oh, I can give you a really bad thing. I don't really mind doing taxes. A lot of people hate doing their taxes, and I did it last year, and I was like, I don't know. It does not seem like such a big deal to me. But that's probably just me, and I should shut up about it. And I mean, I understand that it's annoying. But it's like, I don't know, when people talked about it, it sounded way more like a hassle. I'm getting fiber on Monday, damn. You all are going to the future. 8 and 5, okay, I mean, damn. Why do they do it every time? Like, doesn't that also have to be very annoying for the workers? Like, they are not really planning out their route and they just know, okay, when my shift ends, I'm gonna end the route instead of... I mean, I guess you have to kinda... Like, I understand the window of, like, 2 hours because technical difficulties and stuff, they happen. Always. The most annoying part of text for me is to search for the entire document together. I don't need to of it myself thanks to Vadi. I just wish the order in which you put things in and stuff would be more logical. I understand that it's the way it is because law and bureaucracy and stuff. But I do still think it could be a bit more convenient on the user end. Her ear ended up a bit small. Like, you know, I think for the fact that the state wants me to do my taxes, they should make it a bit easier to do my taxes. in regards to language used and explanations at the side. But it's not something that I'm stressing out about. Then again, I think some people probably think if they make like one mistake, they go to jail or something, and I know that to not be true. My mother had a really relaxed take on taxes. She was like, oh yeah, I'm never doing them on time. I always wait for the first Mahnung. And then I do it. It's fine. Long as I do it then, nothing's going to happen. So yeah, I guess that's why I have such a relaxed take on that. And I'm not stressing out about it as much. Well, I do kind of dread doing taxes this year because it's the first year that I will have to do the taxes for my art business. And I already did the first step of it, but I am kind of paranoid that I made mistakes there. Because I feel like as a business, the stakes are kind of higher than just as a little private person. But again, everything I've heard is if you do mistakes, they'll just do the same. They just tell you and tell you not to do them again. Like, especially if you're like a small business that cannot afford to get any professional help on that. Which I do not. I didn't need to do taxes, so no warning for me. Last year I did the taxes for 3 years, damn. How do you call the person who does your taxes for you in English? It's not attorney. My tax guy. I would like to be able to pay a tax guy to do the taxes for me. I don't own enough money for that wall. Oh, there she goes! I think that's fine. I'm going to correct stuff on cleanup. And we did it like in an hour. Google says text advisor. That's what I would have called it if I thought about the possibility of a name a second longer. I think I made her hair a bit too long. And I made way too many layers to draw everything. No, I don't really see... There we go. I think it's a moose antler of some kind. I would have to look up what it actually is. In the art book or something. Yeah, the chibi is not perfectly balanced, but I mean, it's a free sticker you get, so. It's fine. I could see if I can just... No! Not that. We are using all available tools, but not that one. Nah. Where are the eyes? There. I think I just want to squish the head. Not the eyes. Yeah, that's better. There we go. I'm not gonna do tattoo though. So I think I'm just gonna talk a bit with you guys and then I'm gonna end the stream early because I'm kinda dizzy. Which annoys me. I want to stream longer. I'm never gonna get super chats at this rate. That's the commission from last time, and now I'm working at this one. There we go. But I'm not satisfied with this, so... Oh no, yeah. It's been like this for like an hour. I think it's because of the rain, maybe? Like the shift in weather or something. Oh, I haven't drank enough today. And actually, I haven't slept enough. To be fair, there are a lot of reasons why I might be low on energy and be a bit dizzy. I just have to think about it. Also, I'm getting hungry. Yeah, I think I'm just like... I'm like a sim whose needs... Yeah, humidity... Generally, the weather is kind of... Each day is different. We don't have like stable weather for an entire week. At least, like, I think the longest strike is like 5 days before another change. Anyway, this is the finished illustration. I have a few things I want to work on with my hours. But that's also... I'm so annoyed. I don't have enough time. I try to get my, like, 7,000 steps in the day. I want to study Japanese properly again. I need to study drawing, and then I also need to do drawing. I mean, I can do some practice while doing illustrations and while doing the manga. Thank you. I did my best. Um, the week does not have enough time. And I would also like to get back to collaborating with different video creators again. I would like to do podcasts again. I don't know I'm gonna take the time for all of that, but I would like to really get back into the game at some point. I think the ear can even move. And you know, this is just talking about time and not about money. If I want to get more merch done, I have to spend more money. Yeah, that looks better. Honestly, I might just do a second line art over on some parts. I kinda just stumble myself into the final line art rather than sketch line art finished, which I would like to get to as a workflow because it's really important as a mangaka that I don't spend a lot of time doing all the sketching. Oh, all the stretching and cutting really chopped a lot of... Wait a second. That I want to fix. Okay, I just really want the face to be separate so I can work on that with less punishment. Okay, there we go. Also, I try to get more back into sketching because I used to do so many sketches to just get characters down, to tell little silly stories, and I really would like to do that, to also sell the characters better, to give like more content even when no new finished pages are coming out. And no time. Or a lot of time, I just need to like use it more properly, I guess. Yeah, I think it's a combination of I need to eat and I need to sleep and the weather. It's always a combination of the above. But at least one thing that has been working pretty well is to get like more movement Like, I'm doing my 7,000 steps every day right now. My hope is I get fitter. I get better physically, which then helps me to be better mentally, which will give me the energy to use my time better. I started watching City of Animation today and I like it, but watching a new series and drawing is no good yeah. Like, the thing is, I'm watching it in English right now, so that my boyfriend can watch it with me, because he doesn't always have the attention span to read subtitles. We're already doing that with the summer, when Hikaru died. And I think it's funnier in Japanese. But yeah, it's amazing. Still haven't watched Nichi. Why did I stop watching Nichijou? I watched several episodes and then I just stopped. Why do I always do that? I'm terrible at that. I'm also terrible at like checking out recommendations. I have a pile of shame here. I watched 2 episodes. I am impatiently waiting for the next Panty and Stocking episode. I really want that. I really want that. I think it's going to air tomorrow. Though. Because the first episode came out on the 10th. So it's probably going to be the 17th. But I'm impatient. I want more. Like, I watched the making of the first episode and I'm like, god damn, I love Imaishi, I love Trigger, I love these guys, I love everything they touch and do with a passion. That I got reminded of. I just realized... Wait a second. What? There's like... There was like a third window in the back. Okay. On that note, I'm currently listening to the Leviathan audiobooks in preparation to the new anime, and it's a really fun series of novels. I can definitely see why Studio Orange decided to adapt this. Oh, it's from Studio Orange. Maybe I should check it out. Yeah, this season is kind of overloaded. I hope I can stick with all the things. I really, really, really love the summer when Hikaru died. I really love the adaptation and what changes they made. Because they did not really make changes, but they did what an adaptation should do, and they adapted it and put in new stylistic stuff that is very rooted in J-horror. And since I had a seminar on J-horror, I'm probably gonna write about it if my professor thinks it's a good idea. I don't know myself if that's a good idea because it is currently airing and it's not finished. Which reminds me. The summer Hikaru died. Hikaru died. Is the manga finished? Nope, it's not. It has 7 volumes. I have 4. It's such a good... It's so good. I'm so hyped for it. I am a big horror fan. I always forget that I'm that because usually I cannot indulge in that as much. Because I think to like watch horror, you kind of have to be in a certain mood and you have to have a setting and stuff like that. And often horror does not fulfill its full potential. God damn it, that's such a good horror anime. It has everything I could ask for. And it has a lot of queer subtext in my opinion, and I don't know how I feel about that yet. Taco Piece Originals, and I actually instantly picked up and read the 2 manga volumes before the first episode aired. Taco Piece Originals in... Ah, yeah, that looks intense. There's also the one shonen who got an adaptation now where I wanted to look into that. Why is this always like one season that is overloaded with good stuff? Hey, my anime list profile hasn't been updated since 2 years because it says I'm still 26. I'm still 26, guys. I'm not 28. I should update that. To be honest, I already got the queer vibes from the very beginning because how close they seem to be, but that was like, okay, that's like shipping brain. Yeah, I mean, get Yakuta. Do I have my lock-in? Oh yeah, I have my lock-in. Okay. Updating my age. Let's go, wait a second. Ah, it's the wrong one. No, no, no. Abort. There we go. We're gonna do this and then I'm gonna end the stream. I don't know if I completed those. Okay, why is my history not? I don't know if I finished that. It was cute, but I don't know if I finished that actually. Oh yeah. Been a second. Okay. Let's curate my anime list. Wait, but first. There we go. Now I could put up the other model, but that takes too much time. I need to reference my own scale. Wait a second. Because I gave each number a sentence. Okay, it's a 9 out of 10 during to my own score logic. It's great. I don't know, I don't like rating stuff before I completely watched it. I don't, drop it. I could see doing that. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna roast your list. I think it's more gonna be like me either agreeing or disagreeing, and then starting to talk about my feelings towards series, and me realizing I haven't watched a lot of stuff that I should definitely have watched. No, I did not pay attention. I have a feeling I'm forgetting something, alright? Did I already add that on Plan to Watch? Yes. I watched Barakamon! That I can say! Completed? I think it's a 9. Following my gut feeling. Is that the film? Yeah. Completed. I don't know if it's a... I'd say it's a 9. The series is a 10. I'm still at 5 of the... I have to give it another try. I have to continue my Nana watch. Watching... I was at the halfway point or something. We were getting into the pregnancy plot and that kind of bumped me out, so I stopped watching. Because I was not in the mood. Nope. Not in the mood of being bummed out. Fuck is Van? Who knows? Hello? What the hell? Completed. I have so strong feelings about Mochi. It is a 10 out of 10 for me. It's like one of the rare things that I actually get merge of. I don't know if I finished that. Let's say I finished that. I read the manga, so... I finished... Okay, I see how old this list is. I finished... I think it's great. I could continue watching Reborn, honestly. I'd bump it up to an 8, actually. I think that season I still have to finish. I think we kind of stopped in the middle of this one. I should use my anime list to, like, don't lose the plot. I like Mary Master Irumakun a lot. Okay. Even though... Wait, what did I give for prequel? Honestly, I don't know. I love Mob with all my heart. But I did not completely feel the pacing of the third season. I think symbolically it's a 10 out of 10 still, though. They really love Mob. Yeah, I think Komi is good. I mean, Katta scaling 7. I enjoyed this through and through. Would we watch? Honestly, I don't know if I would rewatch Komi. I don't feel like I need to. Okay, I pressed the submit button now. Exciting. Oh, I'm gonna check it out later. If I correctly read the context. The thing is, you see each point on my list is like a statement. Honestly, I'm gonna change my scaling. I think great show would we watch. Fuck, how do you write necessarily? I'm on stream, I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm not gonna do it at all. See, the other thing is I don't like numerical ratings. Because I think they're arbitrary. Like, I can tell you that what a 1 is. I can tell you what a 10 is, but I think, like, the difference between a 9 and an 8 and a 7, and a 5 and a 4 and a 3 are so weird that I had to put it into words. As the anime list, I remember how little to know much about others. I watched a lot more when I was still in school, and I can't really say why I'm more a manga reader today. Yeah, I've also been reading more. If I would go through the reading list, it would get intense, actually. The thing is, just with manga, I don't feel like I need to document it because I have my shelf and my shelf is my documentation. I might sit down at some point and do it though to just see how much I actually read. See, now I can give it a 7. Completed. I really like Spy Family. Already have this down. Haven't watched that. See how good of a content I'm getting out of this. Dungeon Meshi. Ah, Dungeon Meshi. Completed 10 out of 10. No one's gonna argue with me. Like, this is one of my favorite manga, animated by one of my by my favorite studio, period. So, I think I'm gonna be done now. I have things on hold. Yeah, those are on hold. What did I drop? Oh, I really... Oh, no! Oh! Oh. Oh. I know what I watched. Is it uncool? Do they use AI or something? Okay, we're gonna apply my rating. Is this bought by a stupid company? Okay, then I have to it does blockchain that. No. Ah yes, the Titan show. Honestly, in the context, I'd say it's average. Everything before the time skip is average for me. I think this is cooler either way. Ah, okay. There we go. I mean, arguably, I would need to put a 3 down. Because it's bad and conflicted with my taste. It did conflict. Okay, we'll have to go back. But this... this I would call appalling. I really hated everything after the time skip with a passion. So, there we go. I'm doing my part. Okay. It's just what lies true in my heart, honestly. I cannot call it average. That's like public facing Katta says Attack on Titan is average. If you ask me in private what my opinion is, I'm not gonna call it average, so yeah. Gonna be true to my opinion and my feelings. Yeah. There we go. don't even know what X-Arm is. I don't remember this. Yeah, Sword Art Online. Some... you don't have to rate it bad because I did. Just watch it again and come to your own organic conclusion. Yeah, those are like things that I watched for the podcasts. I am actually kinda... Never watched it more. I think I should actually revisit Darling in the Franxx and see if it's really as bad, because I remember being really, really pissed off by it. I watched more than one episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched like 7 or something. I even watched almost through the series, I think. I think I stopped around that point. Kakuin babysitters, indeed. I think the fact that I dropped One Punch Man with an 8 rating says everything about why I dropped it. It's not that I necessarily disliked it. I was just like, this is good. But I don't need this in my life. Like, I can acknowledge it's a good series, but I'm not really interested in it, and whoop. Aw, friend request! Thank you! What is happening next season? There are a few things. Sanda! 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 I definitely need to be reminded. Man. Sanda is crazy, but I love it. Everything Paru Itagaki touches becomes weird, but in a good way. In a good way. I cannot even remember what Darling in the Franxx is about, so... Did this already air? Shouldn't it be on Netflix? I looked it up and it was not there. Ah, it's Adult Swim. Okay. I thought it would come to Netflix. HBO. Eh. Okay, but I successfully stretched this until the 1.5 minute, 1.5 hour mark. So. I definitely want to log my manga reads of this year. Official Swedish subs, but no official... Damn. That's wild. But I think we're gonna end it here. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I need to drink more, and my bottle is almost empty. The sim needs to take care of its needs. But thank you for the active chat as always. Thanks for watching. Keep your eyes out on the Discord. I'm gonna post my Dokumi vlog in the next 9 days, I'd say. I hope. After that, I can maybe get to doing some regular videos and I will keep streaming. Hopefully, maybe a bit longer than today. Anyways, guys, have a good week. Take care of yourself and hopefully see you next time.